Damn. Smash them likes, smash them likes, smash them likes. Breaking news. Breaking fucking news. Legendary UK DJ Tim Westwood charged with the unthinkable. Let's get into it. Yeah, Tim Westwood, bro. Ain't that shit crazy, Monte? Oh, Tim Westwood. He's a freak too.
Now let's return to that breaking news of the last few minutes. Just let me remind you what prosecutors here in the UK have said. They have charged the former BBC Radio DJ Tim Westwood with 4 counts of rape, 9 counts of indecent assault and 2 other counts of sexual assault. So those details coming in the last few minutes. Here in the studio with me is our senior UK correspondent, Seema Katecha. And Seema, just tell us a little more what the Crown prosecution have actually said in the last few minutes.
Yes, right. So, Matthew, as you say, Tim Westwood, 68-year-old, used to be a DJ.
Damn, he's 68? I mean, I have been hearing about his name since I was ever around. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Exactly the first time I heard it, but damn, that nigga 68?
On One Extra for many, many years. He has now been charged with 9 counts of indecent assault, 2 counts of sexual assault, 4 counts of rape. Now, these relate to non-recent offences between 1983 and 2016 involved.
Oh, they hitting him with the Bill Cosby. Because we all know that, you know, those type of charges have no statute of limitations. So, wow, they about to try to Bill Cosby this boy.
Involving 7 women, so they're not recent, and he's going to appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on the 11th of November. We can tell you what the CPS say. They say that they've decided to prosecute Tim Westwood for a series of serious offences. Our prosecutors have established that there is sufficient evidence to bring the case to trial and that it is in the public interest to pursue criminal proceedings. The Crown Prosecution Service reminds everyone that criminal proceedings are active and that the defendant has the right...
Hold on, no, because I forgot he in the UK. I mean, I guess, but I think pretty much everywhere murder and like rape and stuff like that, ain't no statute of limitations. You could do that shit 200 years ago. They're going to want to convict you.
Right to a fair trial. I can bring you a few more details from the Metropolitan Police about these allegations of these offences. He's been charged with the following. In 1983, a 17-year-old girl was indecently assaulted in the Fulham area of London. In 1986, a woman in her 20s was sexually assaulted in the Vauxhall area of London. Between 1995 and 1996, a female between the ages of 17 and 18 was raped in London. It is also alleged that the same woman was sexually assaulted in central London within the same time frame. Between 2000 and 2001, a female between the ages of 17 and 18 was raped and sexually assaulted in London. In 2010, a woman in her 20s was raped in London. In 2010.
So this nigga was running around just taking pussy, bro. That's what it sounded like to me. It's all different women. I thought it was maybe like somewhat of the same person or something like that, but no, this is all different women. So he's a freak. He's a freaky ass nigga from what they saying. Now, I mean, I guess he's innocent to proven guilty, but this shit from the 80s and shit in 2000, like...
And a woman in her 20s was sexually assaulted in Stroud. In 2016, a woman in her 20s was sexually assaulted in the Finchley area of London. And as I said, these charges relate to 7 different women.
Ah, damn! He's a mass rapist. Jesus, man. Put a muzzle on that nigga, man. I had to castrate this nigga, man. That nigga, 7 different women?
Couple of questions. Remind people watching around the world a little more about who Tim Westwood was. How long did he work for the BBC? When did these allegations first emerge? And has there been any reaction from him or the BBC?
Yes, so he worked on One Extra for many, many years. One of the most famous DJs at that time.
Right.
And Some of our viewers and listeners may recall that in, let me just remind you of the date, 2022 in April.
Yo, this is crazy, bro. For those who just getting in here, please smash that like button, top of the top. Happy Thursday to everybody, man. Breaking news, legendary DJ, bro. I'm talking about Drake. Everybody you can think of has went on his show. Everybody, you probably seen some of his freestyles. Tim Westwood charged with 4 different grapes and he 7 different women, bro. It's like 9 counts.
Now let's
bro.
return to that breaking news of the last few minutes. Just let me remind you what.
Oh, y'all heard this before? I never heard that he was a freak, bro. I never heard he was a weirdo. That's why I was like, because this is Tim Westwood. You know, he got the. I just looked at him as like a Trap Lord Ross type nigga, like, you know what I mean? No offense to Trap Lord Ross, like just a cool British guy or whatever, like, you know.
Prosecutors here in the UK have said they have charged the former BBC radio DJ Tim Westwood with 4 counts of rape, 9 counts of indecent assault and 2 other counts of sexual assault. So those details coming in the last few minutes. Here in the studio with me is our senior UK correspondent, Seema Katecha.
Yo, this nigga's a real live serial man.
And Seema, just tell us a little more what the Crown prosecution have actually said in the last few minutes.
Yes, right. So, Matthew, as you say, Tim Westwood, 68-year-old, used to be a DJ on 1Extra for many, many years. He has now been charged with 9 counts.
Yeah, I bet not hear nothing about Nardwar, bro. I'm gonna start just looking at niggas who look weird. I'm gonna go back to the old way. You know, they say don't judge people by your book, by the book by its cover. No, nigga, if you look weird or I'm gonna automatic like. I'm sorry, because we don't know who to trust no more. Like, we don't know, bro. That's why I always tell people, bro, who be like LeBron. Drake. You know how, like, he one of them. Drake is a goofy nigga for this. I'm not saying he's the ultimate goofy nigga, but this is one thing that he does or been doing that's goofy. He gets people tattooed on him who are still alive, who he don't even know. Like, picture you get a tattoo of somebody and then some shit like this come out. And then what you gonna do? Get it covered up? Niggas, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you ain't a female in my family or a dead motherfucker, I'm not getting your name tattooed or your face or none of that.
Of indecent assault, 2 counts of sexual assault, 4 counts of rape. Now, these relate to non-recent offences between 1983 and 2016 involving 7 women, so they're not recent, and he's going to appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on the 11th of November. We can tell you what the CPS say. They say that they've decided to prosecute Tim Westwood for a series of serious offences. Our prosecutors have established that there is sufficient evidence to bring the case to trial and that it is in the public interest to pursue criminal proceedings. The Crown Prosecution Service reminds everyone that criminal proceedings are active and that the defendant has the right to a fair trial. I can bring you a few more details from the Metropolitan Police about these allegations of these offences. He's been charged with the following. In 1983, a 17-year-old girl was indecently assaulted in the Fulham.
17 years old. This nigga's 68. Okay, so if he's 68 right now, right? And what year they say that was?
Of these offences. He's been charged with the following. In 1983, a 17-year-old girl was indecently assaulted in the Fulham area of London. In 1986, a woman in her 20s was sexually assaulted in the Vauxhall area of London. Between 1995 and 1996, a female between the ages of 17 and 18 was raped.
Bro, that mean that in 1995, 1996, what's that, like 25, 30 years ago? That's like 95 is 30. No, yeah. 2005 is 20. So yeah, that's like what, 30 years ago? So he was 38. So that nigga was 40 years old and they trying to say he took the pussy from a 17-year-old girl. I mean, taking pussy regardless is a no-no. I don't fuck with none of that. I don't condone it to any of that. Hitting women, listen, I'm not hitting no bitch. Look, I tell you what, I broke up with a girl because she got on that hit shit. Bitch, if I don't love you that much, I don't want to hit you. And I don't want you hitting me because I don't want this shit to turn into a boxing match. So, bitch, I'm out. You got to protect the women, man. This nigga, man, out, man. Yo, even the UK getting down on niggas now.
In London, it is also alleged that the same woman was sexually assaulted in central London within the same time frame, between 2000 and 2001, a female between the ages of 17 and 18 was raped and sexually assaulted in London. In 2010, a woman in her 20s was raped in London. In 2010, a woman in her 20s was sexually assaulted in Stroud. In 2016, a woman in her 20s was sexually assaulted in the Finchley area of London. And as I said, these charges relate to 7 different women.
A couple of questions. Remind people watching around the world a little more about who Tim Westwood was. How long did he work for the BBC? When did these allegations first emerge? And has there been any reaction from him or the BBC?
Yes. So
I never understood niggas who be like doing this type of shit, right? Because it's like, bro, worst come to worst, my nigga. Look, like I know that. All right, so beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and to each his own. Let me just clarify that. But I mean, worst come to worst, nigga, you can go buy some pussy. Now, I don't buy pussy, never bought pussy, never said, here's money. So I don't want to say I don't condone this or that, but I don't. I'm not trying to shade niggas who do. I'd rather nigga buy some pussy than take some pussy. I don't care if you go hit the ugliest girl. Like you can have sex, bro. Like you don't. But see, some of them niggas, from what I be hearing about, like the psychologists say, a lot of them niggas get a thrill out that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a thrill for them, but that shit is gross, gang. Like that's not the move. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga I ever hear about doing some shit like this, I'm not fucking with you, bro. You feel me?
So he worked on One Extra for many, many years. One of the most famous DJs at that time. And some of our viewers and listeners may recall that in, let me just remind you of the date, 2022 in April, the BBC actually carried out an investigation where it heard from 18 different women making very serious allegations about Tim Westwood. That investigation was carried out by a reporter, Chichi Azundu. That was back in 2022. So a very prominent DJ at that time. We've not heard anything from him as yet. We've not heard anything from the BBC either, but this story has just broken in the last 20 minutes or so.
Seema, I know you're going to keep an eye on it. Thanks for bringing us the latest, and if there is more, we'll obviously...
Bro, this is wow, my nigga. Tim Westwood. I just know, like, of course I've seen his freestyles. I'm pretty sure everybody in here has heard of him or seen his freestyles, bro. Let's read this article. This is from The Guardian over there in UK. So former Radio 1 DJ Tim Westwood charged with 4 counts of RAPE. Metropolitan Police say Westwood, 68, has been charged with sexual offenses against 7 women. 7 women. All right, let's start from here. Let me highlight it a little bit so y'all can kind of see it. The former BBC radio DJ Tim Westwood has been charged with sexual offenses against 7 women, including 4 counts of RAPE. The Metropolitan Police said the 68-year-old had been charged with offenses dating from 1983 to 2016. Officers said their investigation remained open and urged anyone with further information to come forward. Westwood has been charged with 15 offenses. This nigga got 15 charges pertaining to this type of shit. Jesus Christ. Relating to 7 women, 4 counts of RAPE, 9 counts of indecent assault, and 2 counts of sexual assault. The alleged offenses include the RAPE of a female aged between 17 and 18 in London between 95 and 96, as well as sexual assault of the same girl in central London in a similar period. So they saying that he did that to the same girl twice? You think they're trying to hit him with you think they're trying to diddy him? He innocent until proven guilty, bro. Okay. I just feel like, I don't know, man. Like, let's read it. Let's read it. He also has been charged with the RAP and sexual assault of a female aged between, I read that. No, aged between 17 and 18 in London between 2000 and 2002. So he like underage girls too. Because 30 years ago, he was almost 40. He was 38 or 39 30 years ago, around that time. Or a little bit older, depending, like 2022, he was a little older, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the RAP of a woman in her 20s in London in 2010. Yeah, hey, come on, hey, Crow now. What's going on, Crody? What's up with this nigga, man? All right, other charges include indecent assault of a 17-year-old girl in Fulham, London in 1983, sexual assault of a woman in her 20s in, how you say that? Vauxhall, London in 1986. And sexual, so this shit dating back to like 40 plus years ago, gang. 40 plus years ago. In 2022, The Guardian and BBC News published accounts of 18 women who accused the former DJ of sexual misconduct and predatory behavior, alleged to have happened between 1992 and 2017. In response to historical sexual abuse allegations, Westwood previously said he strongly denies all allegations of inappropriate behavior. Westwood stepped down. I didn't even know he stepped down. That's probably why I haven't been seeing that go viral. Westwood stepped down from his show on Capital Extra in 2022, April 2022, left Radio 1 and Radio 1 Extra in 2013 after 20 years. Detective Sup Andy Furphy of the Metropolitan Police says, quote unquote, it takes courage to come forward and report allegations of this nature. The women who have done so have put their trust in us, and we continue to provide them with all available support. Our investigation remains open, and we'd encourage anyone who has been impacted by this case or anyone with information to come forward and speak with us. Any reports will be dealt with in the strictest of confidence. Let's hold on. I want to see. Um, I want to see what he like. So I didn't even know that they. Let me see. Let me see. They've been talking about this. They said right. BBC Three and Tim Westwood abuse of power, sexual misconduct. Wow. Let's see. This is years ago. This is when they first accused him. I never even heard this. I don't follow DJ Tim Westwood too heavy, but I do know about his freestyles and I follow him on YouTube and shit. Yeah, that's nasty work, bro. That's yeah. He said, "Ain't no way, boy, ain't no way." Yeah, it's a way. I want to see the old shit though, right? I want to see the old shit that he was what he said. Formerly accused of look, 14-year-old. So he got accused of fucking a 14-year-old. So he said, "Yeah, okay." I'm seeing some. I'm hearing some things that are like, you know. You say you knew he was a weirdo. This your boy Tim Westwood. I thought he was like a cool little British dude, like you know what I mean, just like a little geeky, like you know British, like you know square white dude.
DJ Tim Westwood is facing allegation. One DJ
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Why he never made a? Let me see. He never made a statement or put a video up that said like you know like the Diddy one. Hey yo man, I ain't even though Diddy was lying like a motherfucker. I ain't do none of this shit. It's all cap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tim probably be all extra coked out too. He be big coked out. You know what I'm saying? Big coke action. Big coke head action. This is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy. Why the fuck? 14-year-old who later tried to unalive herself. What the fuck? So this ain't nothing new. It's new to me, but shit, this ain't nothing new. The boy's a freak. He's a freak. And you know what's so crazy? The BBC cooking him. You know, that's who he used to work for, BBC. That's where his radio show was doing everything, the DJ shit and all that. They cooking his ass. Cook him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see this one. Let's see. Hold on. This is 4 years ago. So this is like the big I didn't even know of this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this was even in the air, like type shit. Cook him. They finna cook his Yeah, he looked like old. Let's see.
Know the rights or wrongs of what's happened with Tim West, but he has.
I don't know. What the fuck? Hold on. This quality is ass. What the fuck is going on? Okay, there we go.
Certainly denied previous allegations that have been made against him. He's now been accused by 17 women of abusing his position. Basically, he's a very powerful man in the hip hop scene.
What the hell? Yeah, they finna cook
rich,
them.
powerful men, very you know,
Cook them. Like that nigga Thug said on I'm Scared. Cook them. Come on.
very important roles in their area, whatever it is, whether it's film.
Damn, he tall. I ain't know they dude tall as shit. That nigga like, how tall is dude? Dude tall as a motherfucker.
You know, very important roles in their area.
Dude tall as shit, bro. That nigga easily 6'5", 6'6" for sure.
Whatever it is, whether it's film or modelling or anything, and in this case DJing and the music scene, being able to abuse their position and being able to get access to younger women. I say, not talking specifically about Tim Westwood, but you see this pattern again and again, don't you?
Oh, always. I mean, the abusers are, in my time when I've gone in to see them in prisons, they are obsessed. It's in their DNA, the need for power and control. It does actually go back to their early childhood. I mean, no one is born to be an abuser. It goes right back to the start of adverse childhood experiences that have distorted their thinking and their behavior, and that is evident. I mean, I was a deputy head. You see children in schools where their behavior is maybe overly sexualized. It is not.
I mean, think about this though. The nigga from Subway, remember the Subway nigga, Jared Fogle? He was going around from school to school, and he gone. They convicted him. They gave his ass life. But that nigga, he was all like a nice guy, and he lost all the weight, and he was working like, you never know, bro.
Child's play, and it needs to be monitored, and it needs to be done earlier. And they will then, many of them, chose their careers to be in the front line of young people.
And that's the key thing, isn't it? And you get people like Jimmy Savile who, you know, if you do all the charity stuff and you work in pop music, you're going to come across lots of young people and you're going to be in this position of power.
See, so you see you see the jacket they putting on them back then. This is 4 years ago. This report, the one we just seen just came out, but they saying this nigga like little kids. And that's what I kept saying. I'm like, why I keep saying, I mean, RAPN that's no, anyway, but it just kept saying teenagers in his paperwork. I'm like, or in the accusation. And 4 years ago, they were talking about he fucking a 14-year-old girl.
But also whether someone, you know, is a priest, people working in care homes, access to vulnerable youngsters.
And they will be attracted to that like a magnet. I mean, I always think it's shocking when, well, actually it makes me laugh. It's, you know, and people, oh my gosh, they were.
You got to be a sick fuck, bro. Even like niggas who be saying like, I be seeing some of these niggas get busted. Like even like like just some of these niggas, and like I didn't know she was, nigga, if you talk to a girl and you can tell within 5 minutes if that's a little girl or not, bro. I don't care how her body look. I don't care how her body look, bro. You can tell if it's a little kid, period, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you just through conversation, if you being, you know what I'm saying? So I don't be, when niggas be saying that, I ain't know, but nigga, you knew, bro. How you know? So what did y'all talk about? Y'all never even talked about nothing? So you didn't see where their brain was mentally? Did they know some of the things you talked about? Did they even know some of the phrases or some of the, like, you can tell a kid, bro. Like, I don't care how much a kid try to act grown. You ever seen these kids that try to act grown in the street? Like, you might go to the store, I don't know, like some young punks hanging at the store or something, or like, y'all some little niggas, bro. You can tell young kids, bro. You can talk to a kid for 5 minutes, and you can be like, "Oh, this is a kid." Like, if I'm the type of nigga, if I don't even see a tattoo, if I can't tell, if she don't look like a grown woman, I'm not even going that way. But if I don't even see a tattoo, I better see a tattoo. Nowadays, you know, kids can get tattoos a little younger, but you gotta have a checklist, nigga. Like, but he going for that shit. His checklist is young. You know what I'm saying? That's his checklist, goddamn it. He ain't trying to avoid the youngins. He's trying to get down on them.
Teacher.
Allegedly.
Because
allegedly, y'all. Allegedly.
You're in the front line. If I'm an alcoholic, I'm going to go and get my fix in a pub. If I want to harm children and teenagers, I will go and work with them. It's not.
He got popped and didn't tell? When the fuck did Tim Westwood get shot? Or did he get cut? What do you mean? I don't know if it's UK. I know UK.
Rocket science. They are driven to this decision-making, and I've spoken to enough of them that have admitted it. Yeah. And it is, they will put themselves, I mean, I don't think people should be named until they're charged.
I agree with you, yeah.
I think that is absolutely wrong. However much I am, you know, waving a flag for people to go down and be jailed, no one, we have a law in this country, you're innocent until you're proved guilty.
Absolutely. I almost actually didn't cover this story because of this, because, again, people have a right.
He got shot? For real? Nobody told me he got shot. I mean, And he didn't snitch. Shit.
As you say, innocent until
Where he
proven
get shot? He got shot in London or he got shot in America? Where the fuck did he get shot at?
guilty.
Because I know the man them don't got no guns like that over there. So the man, maybe a nigga probably, you know what? A nigga probably shot him behind this shit. I just cracked the fucking code. That's why he didn't tell, because he know that goddamn he got popped for fucking with somebody's little kid. Somebody probably popped his ass because of this, bro. Who the fuck? Who was gonna tell? And then they're gonna expose his ass.
Oh, no smoke without fire. We don't know, and it's not saying we don't believe women coming forward. We need to be respectful and take seriously allegations, but we also need to respect the rule of law. And
absolutely,
we've seen people wrongly accused before.
And do you know what I would like to see is people who do, occasionally.
Y'all got me wanting to see about him getting shot now. I did not know dude got shot, bro. It probably was behind. I swear to God, where the smoke is fire. Let me see. What year did he get shot? Oh, look, Trap Lord Ross made a damn video about it. Getting shot. I would look at DJ Vlad, but he be striking channels for no fucking reason. His whole, I don't even want to. He just be striking shit for no reason. Let's see. Let me go to this. Even though Trap Lord Ross, he done struck me before, but I talked to him.
Tim Westwood was shot.
Oh, here we go.
Shot by motorcycle gunmen as he drove in his Range Rover in South London.
The rap and hip-hop...
This nigga got shot by a nigga on a motorcycle? Oh, they different over there in London. That's some movie shit. Nigga ride by, spray a nigga up with the on the Ninja. On some paid in full camera on paid in full shit.
DJ was returning from the Lambeth Country Show with his four-man crew when the drive-by hitmen struck at traffic lights on the busy Kennington Park Road.
The DJ's Jeep was targeted by two men on a motorbike in Kennington, while he and 5 colleagues were
I heard about Kennington. I heard about that.
Returning from playing a gig in Brixton.
Born the son of a bishop in East Anglia, I know that Tim Westwood sounds a lot more Alan Partridge than Gangland.
Look at this nigga Trap Lord. All right, what the hell is wrong with you, Trap Lord? Trap Lord 69. What the fuck is wrong with you, my boy? Damn. So yeah, man. We gotta wait and see how this shit gonna develop, man, how it's gonna pan out, because woo. You said no, don't get Ross no burn. I'm glad he showed what the reason I was even. I ain't got no motherfucking problem with Ross. I didn't like when that nigga struck my video though. But we talked through email, and we had an extensive paragraph talk. You know what I mean? He was like, I didn't know, but like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas be playing the game raw. False striking nigga shit. I can't wait to see, and I'm gonna tell you this too, all y'all motherfuckers that be trying to strike channels falsely, YouTube will delete your motherfucking channel. I've seen it happen a couple times recently. I go ask Snoopy Badass. Shout out to Snoopy Badass, but he false struck Spider Loke in them, and YouTube's like, nah, nigga. That's the only reason I think like certain people stop doing that shit, because they don't want to lose their channel. But whoo, man, Tim Westwood under the fucking gun. They say he taking little girl butts, and he been doing it for a hot second. What y'all believe, man? Y'all let me know, man. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Like, comment.